got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors around. Moments pass, make this one count. Untie. You're so good at dragging yourself down. Why?
Welcome back to Angling 360 and chasing silver, but not chasing silver as you might remember it. Bass, not sea bass, I keep getting told, but bass is on the radar. Now, if any of you's watched the last sub video, we were fortunate enough to, just seconds before giving up, we stumbled across a shoaler feeding bass, and I think all in all we landed about 10, lost just as many, but it was a frantic 2.5 hours of bass fishing, surface lures, subsurface lures, big Rossi getting in the action as well, so it's reignited that desire to go out and target the bass. It was good fun. The big fella, Big Ross, he went back down the week after that with the waders. He's a good lady and a lure rod, and he managed a nice bass with his permission. I'll throw a wee picture up to show it off. And then last night, just plans weren't coming to fruition. One thing led to another. Ended up popped down to a local estuary, if you will, where finally, I think after about 5 years since we last caught bass at this area, finally got one. I was with Nathan. I'll throw a wee clip and a wee video up. He got a nice fish, a 51 centimetres.
Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors around. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feet.
With that said, I believe 60 centimetres is the kind of holy grail maybe of a decent bass, especially for this area. Down south, I know you get them pretty big. You might get them to that size if we're lucky. So we're back on the lures. I've got a 27 gram Savage Gear line through sand eel. Alex has got the, I don't know what you call it, fixed sand eel, I suppose. And we are approaching 2 hours before low, and we'll probably get about 2 hours, maybe pushing 3 hours back in before it's dark. So chasing silver, but with bass, is underway. Wish us luck.
Come alive. Breathe in.
It has been years, well, a couple of years, since I've targeted bass down here. And from what I remember, it was kind of hit or miss. Some days you'd come down and get 10, 12 fish in the space of 3 hours. Other times they'd be non-existent. But it's encouraging to know that Gordon and Nathan got a couple last night. So that's got my hopes up. The conditions are kind of getting my hopes up a little bit as well. Good chop on the water. It's wind against tide. The tide line, you can see it, that line of bubbles right in front of me there. It's absolutely firing by. There's a little tiny bit of colour in the water, which is always good. So aye, fingers crossed. Good time of day as well. A hell of a lot of weed to contend with at the minute. But hopefully as that tide drops, the weed levels will drop as well. And aye, hopefully we'll find a couple of bars of silver. We shall see. Just as I was saying, hopefully a bar of silver will come along. Something has come along, smashed that right off the surface and amongst the waves. It's certainly not big. But if this is a bass, I will be over the moon. I think it might be. It did splash a little bit on the surface once I hooked it, like immediately once I hooked it. He's not really doing much now. I think it might be a bass. Ah, it's a sea trout. Typical. Typical. I'm going to steal Gordon's net for this. It's a trout. Oh well, it's a fish. Pinch that. If only, yeah. You know what? I'll just try and deal with him without getting him in the net. There's treble hook showing, and I'm not that bothered if he gets off. I would cock, but I cannot. A lot of sea trout, £1.50. Bit of bird damage on it. But it's a fish, and we're off the mark. Ah, I thought it was a bass.
That absolutely hammered that distance. That sand eel is pinging out there. A good distance for me. And it's a big old lure. It's staying down. Alex, if you make me lose this fish, what is it?
That is a fish, yeah.
It's a sea trout, isn't it? It's a bass. It's a bass. Yes. I've instantly got nervous. Come on. Come on. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Behave. Yes. Yes. Magic. That's too far off a PB bass.
Have you look at it?
Yes, we'll get ourselves organised and get a look at it. There we go. Chasing silver, bass edition. Absolutely beautiful, stunning fish. I'm delighted with it. This one's going back. It's probably borderline. I believe the legal limit's 42 centimetres. It might just fall short, so they are damn fine tasty fish. But need to stick to the rules and all that. Alex, you get us a 40. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to hold him up. I like to go out too quick, but at least he's back, that's the main thing. Right, let's go with another one.
Bit of a blustery evening, but hey, it's mild enough, and usually as we come into evening the wind tends to drop a little bit, so that would be nice. We're just approaching or close to low tide, and we've had some fish. I had the disappointment of a sea trout, first sea trout I've caught in a long time. Don't know why I was disappointed, but followed up by a nice bass for Gordon. I really want one myself though. I'm hopeful, ever hopeful. But it is mild, and we've noticed that the water is actually very warm, which I'm very glad of, because the leak in my wader has reappeared. And I have a boot full of water, but you know what, it's actually quite pleasant. Come down with my sandals on next time, just as good.
White socks?
What's that?
White socks for your sandals?
Aye, we'll keep on going till low tide. Hopefully that wind drops a little touch, and hopefully we get some more fish.
Well, unlike Alex, my waders aren't leaking. But he's right what he says. When I landed that bass, as soon as I put my hand in the water, I couldn't believe how warm it was. And I remember that being a kind of key feature. Now we know it was 5 years ago when we last had some success with the bass down where we are. But when you're seeing a load of bass on social media, decent bass, it does make you want one yourself. Now, Alex told me this would be too big, but hey, look at the size of that. It's a line through Savage Gear, 27 gram. I think that's 150 millimetres. And it doesn't have the colour on the bottom. The last few lures we've used have had the orange kind of red belly. This one is all silver, so it's now my favourite bass lure. And I've literally paired that up with my perch outfit. That's what I'm using. But it absolutely flies out, that lure. But it's good to get the bass edition of Chasing Silver off to a good start. 2 sessions and 3 bass. Nathan's obviously been the highlight so far. £2.13 and 51 centimetres to beat. But but it's been good so far. Alex with a nice sea trout, as he said. Never seen him so gutted to get a sea trout. But it's not a bad fish to get if it's a bycatcher. Well, this ain't going to break any records, but it does look like a bass. It's about the size of a lure. Right, well, I did say it wasn't going to break any records. We got him, what? And away. Well, 2 bass. Look, just show you the size of it again, look. Brilliant. Well, I think we're going to call it a night. We thought with the tide turning it would have sprung into life. Certainly did, there was plenty of trout rising. Alex reckons he'd a follow off a no bad fish, but other than that, it's kinda been a bit naff. But I'm glad to report that I'm 4 weeks off the drink. But I've just found out off my good friend Alex there that in order to buy a couple of alcohol-free beers, you also need to do that before 10 o'clock. So with that devastating news, I'm going to have to get us back to the car and to the shop. So until the next time, Chasing Silver Bass Edition is over. We trout just rose right in front of me. Maybe one more cast.